It's been a while. I should start one of these with one of my jokes that I have
Oh yeah,
written
it's been a
down. I
while.
don't know what that one means.
It's been a while.
Welcome to, God, this sucks. Welcome to a podcast that's not like the other podcast. We read books and don't party and wear the color black and have glasses, but don't worry. Much like that podcast or much, makeover sequence. That's right. This is a rom-com now. Anthony, we're dating. What's up?
Oh my gosh. I think we're moving too fast.
All right. Welcome to episode 25 of the To Be Titled Later podcast. I'm your host, Griffin, and this is the other host, Anthony.
Hello.
I don't know. I had to get rid of one of my jokes somehow.
Oh, that's true.
Today we're talking about name a topic, please.
We didn't
do something.
Loop into your Russian oligarchy.
Why? Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about it. So
It's bad.
yeah, I guess so. They were good.
Did you see that? Did you see that indictment of like the America-based, basically extension of RT News in Russia that was just funding a bunch of videos from a bunch of right-wing hosts?
No, what do you
Or
mean?
media figures. Oh, there was this whole thing. It's like a bunch of YouTubers, bunch of big right-wing YouTubers got, well, I don't think they had any repercussions, but like a bunch of like big names. I'm talking like, fucking Lauren Chen, Dave Rubin, Tim Pool, Lauren Southern. Are they both named Lauren? I don't know. It was just like RT was funneling a bunch of money to pay YouTubers
Wow.
to make pro-Russian videos. And so if you saw YouTubers like at the beginning of the Ukraine war being like Ukraine is the enemy of America,
Oh my gosh.
it might be related to that.
That's fucked up.
It's pretty fucked up, but also incredibly funny that they were doing exactly what we knew they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. In class, I have someone in my class who is, I don't know, he's probably 35 to 40. I'm really bad
I
at
thought you were gonna say stupid, but sure.
Well, no. I don't know. We'll see. But he's like, well, again, the class I'm taking doesn't matter, but it's like an accounting class. Anyway, he is ex-military, but hates the military. But because he knows so much, it's funny because he's like, yeah, I was pro-military until I left. And then because I was not fucking 18 and could like learn things and read and like understand how it was going on, he was like, it's just capitalism. Like it was just me fighting capitalism the entire time. And it's like really interesting to like,
well, fighting for capitalism.
Fighting for caps. Yeah, like he taught, it was so interesting. He was like, yeah, like literally my entire job is just to push wars so that way those countries like need arms that we manufacture. Like I am fighting to then create a sale for the next 20 years between our country and another country. And it's like, oh yeah, dude. And he's like, it's crazy how much money. And then he started talking about like how much money it took to like train people. He was like, hey, like I appreciated all the like expensive equipment. He's like, but they would let us just like shoot $50,000 rockets because they were like, oh, you have to learn how to use these. And he's like, what did he say? He goes, I parachuted out of more planes by a factor of 10 in training than I ever did in the military, like actually in combat. He was like, they want you to prepare so much, which again, he's like, I appreciate, but like they would know like after every drill how much money stuff cost. So he'd be like, yeah, like we would go through like heavy weapons ordnance training. And he's like, and I would know that I spent $250,000 today, like training. And he's like, and it's just because like weapons manufacturing is like our greatest export. And like, I am someone who is there to like be kind of like a propaganda marketing campaign. And it was like, oh my God, this man, sir, we were in an accounting class. But it was interesting. I couldn't really figure out, I think he was more left leaning, but sometimes it's hard to know when you're talking to someone who's talking about that much military stuff.
The fact that he was critiquing the military industrial complex and he name dropped capitalism, I'd say he's more left leaning. Yeah.
I know it's just hard when you're like talking to someone. It's like, you know, like I know he's ex-military, but it's still like a military-esque guy. You're like, I'm just waiting for you to say something maybe a little concerning,
a little weird, just a little sus.
But yeah, so like his whole belief, and again, this is where it's like, I don't know, but his belief, I haven't time to process this, I'm just gonna now spout it to our podcast, is he's like, the only reason why there's a war in Ukraine is that like the Ukrainians are right now, like we're using Russian tanks and weapons and like, you know, body armor, things like that. and like America wanted to have them be part of NATO, and like they buy weapons from America. And so this is just like a fight for a market space of Ukraine. Like this isn't anything political, like it's just money.
That's not right, but it's not completely wrong.
Yes. And it's like one of those things with like when he's telling you this in between a break when you're supposed to be doing like group work, you're like, I don't have the time to really like ask more follow-up questions. But
I don't have time to get into this.
Yeah, but you're like, I get what you're I get what you're saying. There is clearly like other motives, but you're not wrong. Like you're directionally not wrong. And it was interesting. So I learned a lot. He knew a lot about Russia, which was kind of weird, but also maybe normal people know about Russia. I don't quite know. It's like one of those things where I just don't know. Okay, well.
Nobody knows about fucking Russia. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I guess I just think like sometimes I worry that like I don't know things that everyone knows, right? Like if you were like, when was the last Tsar of Russia? I'd be like, I don't know, like 1810. I'm sure it's like 1940. Like I don't fucking know. I could probably look this up.
I don't know. I don't care. Who gives a shit? There was the USSR for a little while, and now it's not that.
1917.
Pretty sure they killed the last Tsar. Yeah.
Okay, well it's not okay. The 1970s not bad. No,
yeah,
sorry.
Did you not watch Anastasia?
No. What is Anastasia?
One of the an animated musical film by I think Don Bluth.
Is this the one that Mickey Mouse is a wizard?
No, that's Fantasia.
Oh.
Not to be confused with Aphantasia, which is when you can't picture objects in your mind.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing either. That sounds horrible.
Not to be confused.
So what people just go, I'll you do your joke. Keep going.
Oh, sorry. I didn't actually have another one. I was trying to think of one. I couldn't think of another thing.
So like when people listen, so what is it called? Aphantasia?
Aphantasia. Aphantais. I missed some letters there. Whatever.
Oh, there's a PH. Oh my gosh. So when people are like, imagine this, the person just goes like, I can't. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's the classic test is like, you just don't see things in your mind. So like if I say imagine an apple, do you see an apple in your mind? Do you see the word apple? Do you hear the word apple? It's just a different way to think.
Interesting.
That's not uncommon. It's a lot of people. It's I know somebody who has it. It's really I'm trying to see if I can find like
I feel like that would hurt
percentage
creativity. Like I feel like there'd be a lot of like doing
I don't think it really does anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm seeing like 1 to 4% of the population.
I mean, 4% is like fairly large.
Yeah, it's a large percent. That's a large group of people. It's millions.
Well,
yeah, here's an image that I'm going to send to you about like different levels of aphantasia. I will put it in the Google Doc for me to upload. It's a really interesting concept. Hey, Griffin's going to talk about a different podcast. If you're interested in it, a science podcast I like called Let's Learn Everything has an episode in it. If you're interested in learning more from people who actually know what they're talking about, listen to that. Because we're stupid and I can't properly describe it, probably. Anyways, here's also a meme that I'm sending you about aphantasia that I sent last night to my friend who has it.
That's funny. Aw.
This motherfucker can't conjure an apple.
He ain't conjuring. His conjuring level's
too low. It just sent
low.
back, leave me alone.
I mean, valid. I would too. I would absolutely message you that.
Yeah, no, but it's not uncommon. It doesn't really impact anything other than you just can't picture things. Minds are weird.
Minds are weird, dude.
The brains is weird. It just happened. Anyway, speaking of weird minds, I'm gonna make a promise right now.
Okay.
That if we ever develop a fan base,
yep,
people make fan content. If somebody ever writes an erotic fanfic about us, I will read it on the podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Bonus points if it includes the phrases "fuck rod" and or "meat flaps," just because they're funny.
I like.
I'm making that promise right now. Just the first one. Just the first one. Only the first one. If there's more than one, not doing it. But I will read an erotic fanfic on this podcast if it happens.
There's no erase. There's no erase to create it. Okay. Gotcha. You can't also like
for audience integration.
Yeah. You also can't like secretly write it and then like have a pen name. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not doing that. Okay, I'm not doing that. Although tempting as it would be. I'm not much of a writer. At least not in that sense. Okay. I don't think I'd be good at writing smut. I'm great at reading it. I don't think I'd be good at writing it.
Do you think it's you don't want to type it, or that it's like too intimate into what you are thinking?
No, it's neither of those. I just think I wouldn't be good at writing sex scenes.
Yeah, I think that, you know that...
I think I'm a more of a fade to black sex scene writer than a intimate detail sex scene writer. Not because I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm extremely comfortable with sex in a way that people do not think is fine, frankly. That makes people... I bring a sort of comfortability with sex that makes others at the function uncomfortable.
I mean, to be fair, you know, you just talk about meat flaps, so valid.
Yeah. I don't have any sort of ick around that.
Yep. The list of people who have said the word meat flaps to me is not a very long list. Okay, let's just.
Is it me?
I think it's just you. If I had to think through, it's probably you, maybe. I was trying to type something.
Who?
Fuck. I lost my brain spot. I hate that. I know what it was. What's that subreddit where it's like the men writing women and it's just the
men
most
writing women?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I knew I got it. That's funny. And then I'm losing it, dude. I'm actively like not. I don't think I'm okay. My brain is just mush.
Shutting down.
I've been having to write a paper about Tim Cook, and I could care so little about Tim Cook.
Wait. The Apple CEO or the travel book writer?
Oh my god, I forgot.
I think it'd be really funny if you just turned in a paper about the travel book writer and they were like,
well, that's
what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well,
and you're like, it's Tim Cook.
That's why I don't care, because it's not the travel writer. It's the CEO of Apple. And that's why, because this is your Tim Cook. My Tim Cook makes those travel.
What? Don't assign Apple Tim Cook to me.
Isn't that what it was?
No, I don't want him. I claim no ownership over that man.
Wasn't weren't we talking about one of us, we would race to see who would respond first?
Oh.
You had one of,
was it a race between us, or was it just that you were going to send out 2 emails and see what happened?
It might have been both. It might have been. Well, okay, going back to your joke.
Somebody go back and listen to episode 1 and tell us.
I think that you are probably right. But also, this is 10% of my grade, so I really can't like joke and be like, he's written 20 books that are all one-word titles with a picture of a country on it. Yeah, no, I can't do that. But I care just like so little. And it's just funny because like there's these posts that are like, oh, you know, he really worked his way up through Apple. He started as the senior VP of worldwide operations. And you're like, shut up. Like he did not start. Literally, it was that role, another role where they just added executive VP.
Oh
and
my
then
God.
It was CEO. Like he did not. It's just so funny. Like I'm having to type a paper about like, oh, his leadership skills grew as he was with Apple. It's like, probably not. The man is 70 years. Oh, he's 63. I don't know if that's accurate.
Are you not allowed to just like shit talk him the entire paper?
No, because again, my classes are all about capitalism, right? Like this class is about leadership.
That doesn't mean you have to be pro capitalism.
I think it does. I think it does.
I mean, it depends on the professor for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I just think I've typed a lot of. I think that if someone went back in time and looked at my the amount of things I've written, they seem to be pretty pro-capitalist because I keep having to type fucking shit for these classes.
Yeah, I'm not saying go back and rewrite your entire paper. I'm just saying like
I do talk.
I don't know. Yeah. Is this paper about this guy being super cool and great, or is it about just a guy existing?
It's about how amazing his leadership skills are. So I guess great.
Were you assigned Tim Cook?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay. I will say that like I do have
what a crazy coincidence.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually. I do have a portion of this where I'm talking about how he could be crazy like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk, but he has decided to just not be that type of figure, which I appreciate. Like I don't know anything about it. I truly don't. I mean, I think he's fairly neutral to me. But he could be, right? Like he easily could have been the go on whatever news segments and talk about crazy stuff for hours on end, but he doesn't. And I appreciate that.
That's a low bar. That's such a goddamn low bar to not just be like a Kevin O'Leary ass billionaire.
Yeah, it really is. Poor Kevin O'Leary. He likes ties and watches, I think. That's like all I know about him.
I don't know. He's like a psycho.
Yeah. Ooh. I will also, because you were talking about a different podcast. I'm going to talk about another podcast as well.
Oh, cool, great, awesome. Yep. Awesome. I say sarcastically, as though we don't need things to talk about because we're recording a day early and also have to record 2 at once, and neither of us have notes.
It's been busy. I have been a busy little boy.
It's been busy.
Okay,
talk about the other podcast. Okay. You're a busy business boy. I know.
Well, and the home thing kind of sucks. So the Too Many Tabs podcast, which is the Promania 500, like, I think it's not an offshoot podcast. It's just the same podcast, but they rebrand it. Whatever. It's called Too Many Tabs. They did an episode last week on Elon Musk's racist grandfather, who I thought was like a really funny episode, and so I learned a lot. And it turns out it was all about racism all along. So
I'm shocked.
Yeah, it's like kind of surprising. Like, I think it's just funny that, like, as you learn things, you're like, oh, why did we ever think he wouldn't be horrible? So yeah, I mean, really, it was just I think it's an hour and a half or 2 hour long podcast. I think it's a pretty long one.
Jeez.
But it's just talking about his grandfather, who was like born in America, went to Canada, lived in Canada, found out there were too many non-right-wing policies happening, and so then went to South Africa and was like, yep, this is the level of hierarchical.
Time to buy an emerald, man.
Yeah, like this is the hierarchical system I really wanted to be a part of. And that's where he set down his family. So it's
and now they all have weird breeding fetishes.
It's really bad. He made that comment about Taylor Swift, which was weird.
I was about to bring that up. I was like, did you see that Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris and then Elon Musk basically made a rape joke?
It's so weird because, one, I didn't think she would. Yeah. One, I'm going to start with the thing that's less weird. I didn't really think that she would endorse anyone because everyone was like, oh, she never talks about politics. But then it was like,
but they're making women stay winning.
Yeah, but like they're making AI images of her. Like, I think she kind of has to say something. Like, that to me, like, wasn't that much of a surprise when it happened. It was just funny that people were like, oh, she'll never say anything. It's like, I mean, I think at some point, like, it's hurting her.
I think she's going to. Because, like, I think Donald Trump posted AI images of her and she had to be like, yeah, no, that's not going to stand.
Yeah, which, like, makes sense.
Yeah.
So, and then, his tweet, it's weird. It's, like, really strange how I just don't get how people are like, yeah, give him a signing bonus or whatever shit they just gave him. Like, it's so weird. Like, these are just things that I think 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15, whatever, would have been like so, I don't know, like destructive. But now they're like, he, isn't this fun? Like, it's just so weird.
Now they've created a cult-like in-group where they just keep getting more and more insane and capitulating to the more conservative aspects of their group. And as such, the weird people on the internet who have been relegated to like deep 4chan threads are like, oh yeah, we get to harass these people until they do exactly what we want.
Yeah.
And then, all the thought leaders are like, okay, yeah, I'll do what they want.
Yeah.
Although really just thought leader is too strong. Sorry, I keep stopping you.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Thought leader is too strong of a word because I don't think there's much going up on in that head.
Yeah. What do they think he's taken? Ketamine? Is that?
Ketamine was one of them. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is incredibly funny. I can't believe the woke mob is taking over drugs because ketamine's the gay drug.
Is it?
Yeah, it was used widely in the gay community.
Oh.
I don't know why. I don't know the history. Maybe I should do a research episode on ketamine history. That'd be pretty funny.
That's like such an interesting, like that would be an interesting analysis. Like I'm surprised.
There's so I drive up a road in Seattle to and from work just because it avoids I-5. This isn't going to be too specific for me. I drive up it's a road called Aurora or I don't know, Intrastate 99 or something. I don't know. Route 99, Aurora. It's a big road. It also go up, down through Seattle like I-5 does, but it's not the interstate. Okay. So I take this to and from work. When you're going north up it, there's an apartment building or something that has windows facing the road. And if you look up at like the top floor, the second from the top floor, in one of the windows is just a neon sign that says Ketamine Seattle. And I don't know why,
that is strange.
But I love it.
I'm trying to, like, is it pro ketamine? Like, I guess I don't.
Wait, hold on. I Googled ketamine Seattle. I might. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Huh?
This isn't just some freak in an apartment who who put a Ketamine Seattle sign, which I thought was incredibly funny. No, this is the Ketamine Clinic of Seattle, PLLC.
Oh, well, that makes sense, right? Okay.
What do they do?
Well, I assume they like detox. Is it I don't even know. Truthfully, I'm gonna Google this on our.
Discover the benefits of IV ketamine to treat depression, anxiety, PTSD, OCD, and other mental health conditions.
Oh,
cool.
It's Huh. Okay.
I mean, I'm pro that. They have a dog on their Meet Our Team page named Dice. They all have titles, and Dice has OD and GG. I assume GG means good girl.
I assume.
OD means old dog? I don't know. Unclear what OD means.
Yep, that makes sense.
Okay. I didn't know this was an actual service. I thought somebody just had a sign that said Ketamine Seattle. I'm depressed. Maybe I should go.
If we do a podcast at some point and you're like, hey, you know what, Elon Musk, he might have something. He might be right about a few things. I'll know.
I don't think ketamine could even get me to do that.
Well, good. Fingers crossed.
Oh my God, it's pretty expensive. I wonder if any of this is covered by health insurance.
I mean, I would assume not, but also
may not. Medicaid and Medicare will not cover.
Damn.
But I don't have those, so maybe I might be able to go get ketamine. Ooh, request a consultation. I'm not going to get ketamine. Just by the way.
For the record.
At least not right now.
That's funny.
I just thought it was a sign.
Maybe it's a sign that you should go.
Maybe it's a sign that I should get ketamine. I googled ketamine Seattle and it's just showing ketamine in like little injection bottles or bottles that you like extract it from into a needle and then inject from. And obviously that's just how like drugs are stored when they're liquid. But all I can think is that they look like my estrogen bottles.
Maybe,
like, oh, it's just that easy? I can do this myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't Sophia helping you?
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't do it myself because I'm a little bitch baby. Leave me alone.
So you couldn't.
Leave me alone. Oh my God, I'm literally just a girl.
Speaking of ketamine, how high of a number do you think you know as a Roman numeral?
I mean, M is 1,000.
Yeah, but if I told you 987 as a numeral, would you be able to tell?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Here,
would
you? Send me a Roman numeral.
My
God. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, because what is it? MLCDXVI.
Okay, well, hold on.
Also, there's a picture of the neon sign. I'm going to post that in our episode pictures as well. Anything that isn't Jeremy Fragrance, frankly.
That's fine. Oh, that's a nice sign.
2,000. 2,161.
No. See, this is where it's hard.
I get C and D mixed up a lot. In that case, it's did I?
I mean, you're not right. So
what is it? What is it, Anthony?
It's 2,611.
Oh, D is D is 500.
MMDCXI. Yeah, I don't know anything high. I mean, truthfully, I don't know if I know anything higher than maybe 30. I mean, is 30 just 3 X's?
I mean, I just forget that D is 500. So
that's 34. Oh my God, maybe I do know more than I thought. What's 7? Oh, how do I go backwards? Let's go this. I think whenever the Super Bowl comes up, I kind of panic a little bit because I don't know what the numbers are quickly.
Oh, L is 50. That's right.
Oh, yeah, it's 50. So I think past 50,
L
I don't know.
L is 50 because I wasn't looking it up. You just said Super Bowl, and then I remembered they were like, it's Super Bowl L. I'm like, that's not a good thing to call it.
True. I just think that
it's like, it's 50.
Yeah, maybe I would only know up to 49 because I didn't know L.
D is 500, L is 50, C is 100 because C stands for century.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
No, it doesn't actually stand for that. It's just like that's an easy way to remember it.
Oh, well, I didn't know that rule of thumb either. Yeah, I am not.
It's like it's whatever. What do you call that when you use the words to remember things? It's like how you remember the note scale or whatever. Like good boys always eat fudge or whatever.
I was going to call it a monogram, but it's not a monogram.
No, it's not a monogram. Is this episode titled "We Struggle with Words"? I don't know.
Things to remember other things. Let's
Cool.
see
All
that
that typing is now in the podcast.
Sorry. It's a mnemonics.
Mnemonics. It's a mnemonic. Thank you.
Mnemonics. Weird. Huh.
It's a mnemonic.
Thanks, Google AI.
Fuck Google AI, dude. God, there's too many words for things. There's like a mnemonic, there's an aptonym, there's a monogram, there's a ambigram, there's a Panama, there's a what else is there? God, there's so many words. I'm losing names of things that words are. My brain is also melting today. I'm not all right.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think I have not had to use my brain. I'm oscillating between heavy brain usage and no brain usage this weekend. And so I think
why can't we be funny?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I would assume it's because we haven't played Elden Ring in too long.
Yeah, that's why. Sure,
yep.
dude.
Yep, that's what it is.
I don't know. I could just find a bunch of one-liners from my list.
I did have, hold on. I was gonna start, I was like, at some point we should like talk through what emails we get. And then I realized that we haven't got an email in since July. So that was gonna be
we don't get emails.
Yeah.
But you could email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com.
There you go.
It's also in the episode description, so you can just tap it. Click on it.
Do it. Tap it.
It hyperlinks.
How far do you think we are in Elden Ring? Because I'm really
I don't fucking know.
You don't know? I'm trying to figure out how I could even trick you into like restarting physically all of Elden Ring, and I haven't yet figured out a good winning strategy.
So here's the thing. Even if I restarted, I'd still be banned.
Oh, because it's your Steam ID.
Yeah, it's not it's not the single character. It's me.
Damn, you've been canceled.
I've been canceled by liberal media from Soft.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess there would really be, there's really no way. Damn. Well, that's fine. I think whatever day that was, we were kind of doing side to side playing. I think that's probably fine. I think it was
fine.
I think the issue is that because I only have one monitor, I cannot like watch you also play, which I would like to do at some point. I feel like it'd be easier when you find stuff, or vice versa. So I got to go back to.
I'm watching you, so I'm just following along with what you two were doing.
Yeah, I need to get the second monitor.
You really need to.
Well,
it's not hard.
Yeah, I had that one. We got it from the TikTok shop, and it lasted a good maybe 3 months, and then like just broke, which was disappointing.
Why would you buy a monitor off of TikTok?
It was like a portable monitor. Like it was just like a screen, and like it kind of looked like a Microsoft Surface, but without the keyboard. It was just kind of like a screen, and it worked for a while. I mean, it was like $80, but it died, which was rough. So I think obviously next time I'm gonna just get like a legit monitor.
Yeah, you should. It's not like your desktop is going anywhere.
I know. Well, yeah, sure, that's true.
Until you break it and have to take it to the repair shop again.
Yeah, except for when it breaks again. But I really like. I've tried now. Because that farming simulator was part of Epic Games. Like I've tried to see if I can like delete or like hide it from my library, but I can't. So I'm like, I do live in constant fear when I open up Epic Games that I might accidentally click install.
You might accidentally go through the entire process of installing a game.
Yes. Well, like, do you not get that thing where like in Epic Games, it's in your library, it's really easy to install a game. Like if you click it, it installs, but sometimes you just want to go to like the store page. Has that ever happened to you?
No, because I have to select like where I want it to install to.
Ooh, I don't think I do. I think mine defaults to a certain area, which again also made a problem when I didn't know which hard drive died, and I didn't know what that meant for me in terms of like what had Windows. So I guess that would have been smarter to know. But yeah, like if I go to my library, I haven't gotten a lot of games on Epic, but it's like pretty close to the top. Like I need to keep installing free games so I can push Farming Simulator farther down this list.
There is no hide option.
No, it's just there forever.
Well, it's yours forever. Just never use it.
True. I was going to see if I could like try and get a quote unquote refund on the free game, like not for money, but just like get it out of my, like I don't want it in my library. And even if they were like, and even if they were like, hey, but it's like you didn't pay money. It's like, I agree. Like I'm fine with no money. Just like refund it back. I don't want to be part of the numbers that says, oh, there's these many people that have like purchased the game, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Because I would assume it still shows up in their metrics, right? Like even if you get a game for free from Epic, like I'm assuming it shows up as like you've bought it. Oh, I'm going to say it does. And if it doesn't,
I believe it.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm also browsing in the library to see if there's a way to like hide things.
Yeah, I just don't think there is. I'm kind of surprised we haven't spoken about this. Do you know anyone that's playing or will be playing that Star Wars Outlaw game?
I want to, but I also don't want to pay for it.
Okay. Is it what's it about? Like I guess I like fully didn't realize they were making a game. And then
they're just a Han Solo type.
Okay.
And that's it. You just
you
go around doing an outlaw stuff.
Okay. And it's single player?
Yep. Single player, Ubisoft open world. I don't know. By all accounts, it's all right. It does a lot of things, but none of them are incredibly good. But then it has some like small little cool aspects, like the unlocking mini game is like a rhythm game that's apparently pretty cool. Although you do that a few times and then it's like, okay, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Apparently unlocking new skills rather than just like getting killing guys and getting experience points and then getting a skill point. You actually have to do stuff to unlock it. So you actually like do the things that you would do to learn a skill or use a skill for. So that's interesting. Apparently there's a little cooking mini game for buffs like Monster Hunter that has a quick time event.
Oh, that's funny.
But like you don't fail if you miss the quick time event. But other than that, yeah, it's I don't know, it's on like fucking Ubisoft launcher only. So
oh, really? Weird. Okay.
Or something. I don't know where it is. Fuck, I don't care. Too much other stuff going on to care enough.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen a lot of good games appear recently. I feel like they've been fairly lackluster.
We're in a dry period for sure. Just not much.
Have you sorry, I'm scrolling through. Have you looked at all? There's it looks like Marvel is making their own Overwatch PvP shooter.
I have seen that, and apparently it's not good.
Is it not good?
It's not good, except one of the characters is just a like little shark dog guy.
Aww.
Which is cute and great, and I love him. Other than that, though.
It gives me...
They made a hero shooter game after hero shooter games fell off.
Yeah, it's just funny because it looks comically like Overwatch. Like it's the same art style.
It's the same. It's just the same thing.
Interesting. I think that's so interesting that there are people are still making these games.
Well, I have a feeling this one was in development for a while, and
they're like, well, shit, let's just release it because we're like so far.
Sunk cost fallacy. Yeah. Overwatch fell off so hard, and people don't care about hero shooters as much anymore.
Which is sad because I feel like right now, this game must be money, right? There's probably no way that it's not money.
I don't know.
It's coming soon. Who knows? I think if it was free, I would give it a try. But if it's like $50, I think I will just never play it.
I mean, the problem with that style of game is that people have to be playing it in order for people to play it.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. I mean, that is the nice part about like single player games, which again, I don't know if I've really played. I mean, I guess Elden Ring single player, but I don't really consider it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess Baldur's like even like to me, I think if there's a game that's co-op, it's still not single player. But I think like what is that one game that just came out? That Wukong game? Isn't that like purely
Wukong? Purely single player, as far as I can tell. As far as I know.
Like that game looks fun. Again, I would never play it. I just like physically don't have the time.
Yeah, I don't know. Souls-like games that aren't Dark Souls never seem to grab me.
Yeah.
I still need to like try Lies of P, which the fucking Pinocchio Souls-like that everybody said was really, really good. I played the demo for it and I just didn't understand how they wanted me to play it. Like if I needed to block or dodge. It looks like block mostly, but I think they made dodge better so that it actually works or something. I don't know. But that's one I need to try so I can be like, okay, maybe other Souls-like games can be good.
Oh, it is like okay. I mean, this looks like it could be interesting. I do truly love that like the genre is like Souls-like. Like even in their description, it's Lies of P is a thrilling Souls-like. I just think it's interesting. Like
I just like referring to things as the Dark Souls of blank because it's really fucking funny and overdone.
True, but it's also like kind of accurate when people are like, oh, I also agree with that. right? Like when a
It
game
can
developer is
be,
like,
but it's also like overused. When a game developer is like, "Oh, I was inspired by Dark Souls in
Yeah.
this aspects, so it does have a part in it." Sure,
Yeah.
I'm talking when people are like, I don't know, name a game.
Meat Boy.
Fucking Meat Boy is the Dark Souls of platformers. It's like, what does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? It's lost all meaning. There's no meaning
Yeah.
to that phrase. It's stupid. It's bad.
That's true. That is very true.
It's not good. So,
What would Verdun be?
the Dark Souls of World War One war simulators.
I was playing it while you guys were playing Nancy Drew, whatever day that was, a couple days ago.
Of course you fucking were.
And I think that I only like that game when I can sit with my little sniper. I think I just hate that no one could see anything. Yeah, the game's really not great. Actually, I can tell it's reached its critical trajectory, which is that now every game has hackers. And so the last game I was playing, I was invincible. Everyone else was invincible, and we could all call in infinite artillery strikes, but no one could die. So it didn't really make any sense. And I thought it would like whoever was hacking would at some point, stop that. But no. So after 10 minutes of just running around trying to shoot people and being in their base, I just quit because it was like we were all just running around doing nothing.
Yeah.
The
problem is that game studio in particular just keeps making more of those.
Yeah, which is strange because again,
and splitting their audience because they're then different games. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean their audience might be 1,000 people. Truthfully,
I mean, yeah, it is. It's frankly not that many people.
I think yeah.
How?
That's kind of how I felt about World of Tanks, because now World of Tanks has 3 different versions. I think it's the tanks, the planes, and I think there's another.
I don't know if those are the same company.
I think they are. Am I fully wrong? I have a little knowledge nugget in my head that's World of Tanks and
World of Tanks, and then there's War Thunder.
Yeah, but I think they're linked together, are they not?
Don't know.
Oh, but
developers are totally different.
But I think World of Tanks has a plane version now.
Maybe it does.
I can't even tell. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just
I like
fully...
that War Thunder players just keep fucking leaking government secrets because a plane in the game is slightly inaccurate.
What do you mean? What?
This has been a problem that apparently multiple times on the War Thunder forums, a player who works in the government and likes planes and works on planes leaks government schematics.
Oh my god.
Because a plane in the game is inaccurate.
Wow. And they're oh, I'm trying to help. Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
And War Thunder has had to be hey, stop.
Stop. I mean, do you think they say stop and they do fix it? That
I have no idea. I don't care what
I
they
would do that. If I was them, I would be guys, fix it to be real. But then also issue a statement saying stop doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play the game. I will never play the game. It sucks.
War Thunder? War Thunder was kind of fun.
Stupid. Bad game.
It was
Fuck you.
It was fun. I think it's a huge, it's one of those games where you're oh, this shouldn't, it's kind of a dinky, it's not the greatest game. I'll give you that. But I think
I'm shocked.
but I think it's 100 gigs. I think it's a ton of memory.
Well, yeah, because they have 50 billion play models in it. Ah, God, I'm yawning. I'm so bored by War Thunder.
We can talk about World of Tanks. That's fine.
I don't want to talk about that either. It's also a bad game. And don't even get me started on the boat one. I don't remember the name of World of Boats.
What's it called? Is it just called World of Ships? Oh, it is called World of Ships. That's so fucking dumb.
Christ,
World of
that
Warships.
one's definitely the same.
That's funny. Oh, maybe it is. This might be what it is. That's funny.
Ugh. Stupid.
Ugh.
Bad.
How I was gonna ask, but we can always, well, I don't know if you wanted to, how is your what I will call your concept art for your maybe pet tattoo? How is that in the progress?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, okay.
Sophia said Sophia, going on vacation, said, going away for the weekend, said, maybe I'll do that when I get bored while I'm gone. And that's all I heard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were hey, do you think
I don't know if I'll have anything. I just was hey, you wanna draw something that I put on my body permanently? And she was yeah.
Noise. Okay. Well, I will
see.
run updates because I'll be curious.
I know. I just don't have any yet. I told you everything I know last night,
Do you think?
which I shan't be telling on the podcast. Fuck you.
No, I know.
Karen already knows.
That was last night. Holy shit. I forgot. I thought it's been a day or 2 days. I was wrong.
No, what? No,
Dude,
it was last night. You're so fucked. You're so fucked.
I really am. I really just need a nap. I really just need it's been horrible.
I can't believe this is a pre-nap episode.
I know, dude. I'm sorry about
this episode is pre-gaming for a nap.
Do you think Sophia would come with you to get the tattoo?
I need her to because I need somebody to hold my hand for sure. Definitely.
Smart. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I assume it is painful, but people say it's not. But I think that they are.
Depends.
Yeah, I guess where you're probably getting it.
Depends on where it is. If it goes over a bone, usually is a pretty good indicator. Like if you're getting one on the ribs, it apparently like hurts a lot when it goes over the rib.
Which makes sense, yeah.
And then like spot and then person dependent as well.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm. Have you always been pro tattoo? Just didn't know what to get, or is this like a shift?
This is a shift. I've been neutral on it. I just like, I mean, there's multiple reasons for it. It's like, one, I'm incredibly afraid of needles. Cool.
Yep.
Two, I'm mad ADHD, so I don't know. I'm super indecisive, and it was hard for me to ever be like, here's something I would want to put on my body permanently.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. Did you have ideas and then like 2 days later you were like, well, that would have been horrible? Or do you just like kind of know yourself to know that like, okay.
Little both.
Okay.
Sometimes there's ones where you're like, you think of something and then it's like, oh, that would be a bad idea just immediately. And then 2 days later, I'm like, yeah, that would still be a bad idea.
Yeah. I think that I would, I don't know. I don't think I would know anything that I would want to have on my body that long. Like, I think I struggle. Like, I don't think I've ever had something where I'm like, oh, I would love this. And then like, I think that I know I'd be so wishy-washy that at some point I would, like, I just haven't thought hard enough of what I would do. Cause I feel like, I don't know, like people that put, I don't know, like what if you were like pro tattoos and you were like, oh my gosh, this cyberpunk game is gonna be the biggest game ever. I'm gonna put a logo on myself. And then it was so horrible, you'd be like, this sucked.
Well, that's why I would never. That's why I said last night. My rule is no characters, no logos, no people.
True. Yeah.
I don't think I could ever put anything from a franchise on my body.
Yeah, because then you just have to hope that for the next 60 years that nothing happens.
Even like something that I definitely love, like fuck, I don't know. My favorite game, Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Always has been, always will be, because it's the first game I ever played. Easy. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would put on my body. Even if I did, wouldn't. Not putting a Triforce on this bitch or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a hard one. Because that's like one of those things like, what about if in 20 years, like that logo gets taken over by like some sort of crazy group and now you have to be like, no, like I'm not like, I like it because of the Zelda game. I just think that like that, those would be things that would worry me, like irrationally so.
A real swastika situation.
Yeah, kind of like that, just a tad.
Well, it's just indelibly marred with hatred.
Yeah.
Kind of. That just depends on if it's tilted or not.
True, but what if it... I just think like how funny...
When it's on a body, hard to tell.
Yeah, I just think it'd be rough if you were like, you're like 50 years old and you're like, God damn, like the fucking Proud Boys decided to use the Triforce. Like, I just feel like that'd be horrible.
That's simply why I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Very smart. Well, cool. Well, hopefully
no logos, no people, no characters, no franchises.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Sophia's got some time. I'm like invested. I'm curious to know how this goes. So.
Okay, I say that except if people want to get matching tattoos, meet friends of mine, and I'm being dragged into it.
Okay.
And the problem is none of them had good ideas, and I, as a joke, said something from Barbie Fairytopia, and then they said yes.
Okay. Would it be, I feel like I could see you, those people that do the I'm
trying so hard to veto Bibble.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were gonna get Bibble. That's funny.
No, I don't want Bibble.
Would you ever get like a statement on your body that's maybe like they're like acronymed?
Nope,
like,
no words.
No, but it would be word because it'd be like an acronym.
Nope.
Have you ever seen those
letters?
Have you ever seen those people that like have like I'm gonna use Harry Potter, like they'll have like a full monologue on their body, but like as an acronym.
It's just acronyms, so they have to like memorize it.
Yeah, I just think that's funny. And also I feel like that's something I could see you doing if you were forced to have something. Like I feel like I could see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the quote by Barbie at the end of credits of Fairytopia tattooed onto my ass as a tramp stamp. My ass is just gonna say, "What makes you different makes you special, Barbie."
Yeah.
I don't know what's more shocking there, that I have that memorized or that I dropped that as just something to get on my ass.
I think both. That was impressive. Well, I hope it's
the quote.
I hope it's
Bibble.
Bibble.
I think it was.
Would you get it colored? Like,
no, I don't know. Look, if they don't bring it up again, I'm safe.
Yeah.
I was like, no, not anything but Bibble. Like, maybe the butterfly necklace. As long as you don't get that on the back of on our backs, it doesn't look like a tramp stamp. We're good. Just like the butterfly necklace that she gets at the end. Yeah. And they're like, but Bibble though, and I'm like, stop, please stop, leave me alone, get out of my head, get out of my head.
I think that could be rough.
So as long as they don't bring it up again,
can I send that?
I'm safe.
Yeah.
Are you sending me
it's a Bibble tattoo.
Bibble image, a Bibbage. Oh no, it's matching couples tattoos with Bibble and Dizzle. Oh
damn,
my god.
Dude, they do not look good.
No, they don't.
They do not look good at all.
Dizzle especially looking not so hot. At least Bibble always kind of looks like a nightmare creature. Why are they covered in stink lines?
Yeah, I was gonna say the stink lines are not great. God, these are actually really horrible. These aren't great, but they're funny.
I'm surprised how many you're finding.
Yeah, I'm finding a lot, which I think is
that one's in color and is actually what he looks like. He just looks like a nightmare.
Yeah, I just think that there's something about like it's a different medium, right? Like it's a slightly different art style, and I think that just makes it
work.
Yeah, it like looks a little different.
Yeah. Anyways, I want a tattoo of that scene where Bibble's going to fuck a berry.
Yeah, is that a thing? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's a thing. In Mermaidia, near the end of the movie, they go through a cave with a bunch of berries in it. A real Chekhov's berry situation, except they use it 2 seconds later, so whatever. But there's a bunch of berries, and Bibble starts eating them, and the character that's like guiding Elena around is is like, oh, those berries change your voice, and Bibble starts taking them. He like yodels. He does an opera sequence from the Glass Lute, I think. Okay. A very impressive opera sequence, but it's clearly just like they got the rights to the music. And then there's also one that makes Bibble have a low, quote unquote, sexy voice, and he's like, aren't you the finest berry branch has ever grown, or something. He wants to fuck that berry.
Oh.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, that's when he has a loose tooth.
What the?
That's in Magic of the Rainbow.
Oh, sorry. We haven't gotten to that part yet. We haven't gotten to that storyline.
Yeah. Oh, we have. Yeah, I did Magic of the Rainbow a while ago.
Oh, okay.
It was Mariposa and her Butterfly Friends that I did recently, which is also up, by the way. Okay, side story. Mariposa episode 1 is up, but for whatever reason, the audio is horribly corrupted, so I am inaudible. My friend is blowing out the speakers, and it's just unlistenable.
Oh, do you think he'll release it?
It's already released.
Oh.
I know, because it was released, that I downloaded it, and I was like, this sucked. And I messaged him, and he was like, yeah, we don't know what happened. Oh god, oh fuck.
Oh, that's rough.
So hoping that'll get fixed. I think I said as a note on a previous podcast, as long as I maintain being the stinger at the beginning, I win.
Yeah. Were you?
Good news, I am. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm at least half of it. It's kind of a 2-person bit, but I'll take it.
Well, good for you.
Now I just got to see episode 2 if I'm the stinger.
Was that part audible or not at all?
What? No, absolutely not. I had it on like really high volume so I could hear myself, and then my friend comes in and destroys my eardrum.
Oh no.
Just because his audio is loud, and
that sucks.
I don't know what happened. Which is why I listen to everything I upload ever incessantly, and I do tests like before I upload, after editing, after exporting, before exporting. I do all of it. I don't listen to the whole thing like a shit ton, but yeah. I listen a lot, and also I feel like I talk to you like a lot, but really it's just that I'm editing the podcast listening to our dumb voices.
Which is really the problem.
So I feel like I talk to you a lot more.
Yeah, that is also the problem. Yeah. Well, darn.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'll have to listen to it at some point. So I will.
I'll have to let you know if it gets fixed.
I know, but I think I just want to listen to like a few minutes of it just broken.
That's insane, but okay.
Which I will have to. I will do that later tonight. Maybe I'll be curious.
Sure. Okay. I don't know why. Well, thanks for listening to that, and also thanks for listening to this episode of I don't know. We talked about weird topics 25. And we're falling asleep the entire time. This is episode 25. You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram is @tbtlpod. I'm Griffin. This is Anthony. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Just really
tell them twice.
Tell them twice. Really, just really harangue them until they listen to it. Just like send them links.
Yep, just send them all links. The time. Just all the time.
Just like link every single episode and be like, hey, here's your weekly notification that they've uploaded.
Yep. Make little business cards. Hand out business cards.
You should. Other people. You do that, listener. You do that. We're not going to.
Yeah, we will not. And with that, we out.
All right. Bye.
Happy Sunday.